Hey, this is Cynthia Glickman, the Joy Doctor. I'm a twin flame, and my mission here on the planet and on YouTube is to touch and inspire millions of people across the world and to assist in the evolution of the people on the planet and assist in our evolution of consciousness. I'm super excited about this because now is the time. We're going through the Great Awakening as we speak, and we're not supposed to be going outside too much because of the pandemic that's happening. And so this is all about going inside. So I made a video, part 1 of the Great Awakening and the Ascension. And today I'm going to share part 2 and 3 tips that can help you to ascend and to ascend with ease and effortlessness. So let's get right to it. So tip number 1 is breath. So the average adult breathes 15 to 20 times in a minute. And the typical adult is breathing very shallowly. And that's attributed to most likely how busy our lifestyles were, and also it became habitual for many of us. And so over time, it's been written that the number of breaths has actually increased over decades of time. And so the reason why this tip is so crucial is because if we're breathing shallowly, then it also is directly related to our stress. And so when we are stressed, then it actually affects our health, and our cortisol level raises, adrenaline raises. So hormones in our body are also unhealthy that are producing more than they would. So when we take the time to take some deep breaths, it brings us down, it centers us, and it actually can release endorphins. Hell yeah. So I'm going to share a little bit more about why it's so important, our breath. But I'm also going to share right now, so if you are so inclined, and by the way, if you're new to my channel, I would really love it if you are enjoying what you're getting and you find this to be of value, is to hit the subscribe button, and then that way you'll be notified. You have to hit the bell too, I guess, and you can be notified when I come out, which I'll be doing on a daily basis, depending on my schedule, but at least like 3 days a week, so at the minimum. So anyway, so let's do one that a good friend of mine just shared with, like, kind of reminded me, because I think I knew about this one. It's really easy. So what you're going to do is you're actually just going to take 8 inhales in, and until you're kind of ballooning up, and then you're just going to let the whole thing go. So if you're with me, let's go. 1, 2. And if you did that with me, gosh, that feels so good. It just absolutely releases stress, anxiety. It just brings you, boom, right there to center and peace. So again, number 1 is really important because it's really helpful for our health. It brings us less stress, and it detoxes our body, because if we're breathing too shallow, then we're not actually getting rid of all the carbon dioxide, leaving it to the rest of our organs to try to process out that carbon dioxide. It can also lead to better sleep, and like I said, it releases endorphins. So this is good for pain relief too. You can breathe through the pain. In fact, if you think about pregnant women, what do? They teach them how to do those breathing exercises, right? When they're giving birth. So number 2, step 2 is Ascension, making it easy and effortless. Yeah, that's my boy. It's all about love. So step number 2 is connecting to source. So if we're going about our daily routines, oh, there's love. Love. Look at that. Oh, she's got her ball. Oops. So I'm going to give you a really awesome tool that I've learned actually in a couple of different places with Theta Healing and some others that I have followed. And anyway, so it's a really quick and simple technique. And if you're game, give it a try with me right now. So I actually close my eyes, and while I have my eyes closed, while you close your eyes, what you're going to do is look up, take a deep breath in, let it out, and then as you look up again, imagine you're looking up as far as you can, up into the cosmos, up through the sky, past the clouds, into the cosmos, connecting in with source. And then as you breathe back in, you'll allow that light to come all the way in through your crown chakra. Breathe it into your head, clearing all of your thoughts with pure white cleansing energy. Breathe it in through your third eye, down your face, in through your throat. Crystal, sparkly white light down into your heart center. Breathe that in. Breathe in love. Fill your heart with love. And then continue that white light down through your abdomen, into your hips, down your legs, to your knees, down your calves, through your feet, and connect that light all the way into the center of Mother Earth. And when you reach the center of Mother Earth, imagine that light connecting into the center core. Sorry, I might have to clip that. Connecting into the center. Hi, yes, we love you too. Yes. And then bringing that light up, the nurturing, mothering energy of Mother Earth, all the way back up into your heart center. One more deep breath in. Loving, nurturing energy, just breathe that into your heart. And then when you blow out, release anything that's not connected to that beautiful divine source energy. And she wants to play. Of course. And number 3, which might be a little bit more esoteric. I do have some tools and techniques on how to get to this one. Don't know if it's going to come across on the video well, but I'm going to give it a shot. And if you have some questions, then just go ahead and put some comments below, and maybe we can start a dialogue about it, because I would really love to share this one, because it's probably one of the biggest aspects of this whole ascension, really. And that is connecting to your highest self, aligning with your highest self, and just being your highest self. So like I said, it's a little more esoteric. What does that mean? Well, I think that when we're just functioning and we're responding to life, a little bit unconsciously. And by the way, that goes back to number one, where you're taking the breaths. Part of why taking breaths deeply are so important, because it actually also assists you in being in the now. So by being totally present in the now, that's going to help. And for me, what I do is I actually visualize my highest self. Now, I had a really profound experience. One of the reasons I've mentioned Delores Cannon's work, because I came upon it probably a good 5 to 7 years ago, I guess. I don't know. And actually studied the first level and had some QHHT sessions done on me and gave. And this one was so incredibly profound that I'll do my best to use my words to match the vibration. But it was just so profound to me and so earth-shatteringly beautiful and amazing that it brought me to tears. So in this work, what you do is, it's about going into past lives, but one of the reasons I was so drawn to this work is because it also connected your soul to Bordeaux, which is supposed to be the in-between place, and some amazing experiences some people had where they connected into the Federation and different things that people were coming up with that sounded maybe a little out there. And yet there were multiple people confirming and saying very, very similar stories. So anyway, so back to my particular experience. While I was in session, the woman who was facilitating me was trying to take me somewhere, and I actually got a vision of my angelic self. So you're kind of in a hypnotic type state. You're still cognizant, so it's not like you're totally asleep. And I saw my angelic self, and it was this feeling of, oh my God, this is who I really am. This is who we all potentially really are. And this is why I've said before, you're so much greater than this physical body. You're so much greater than your personality. You're so much more than this human that is being presented on this, through this planet Earth journey. And just trying to describe it, she was this beautiful, amazing, just bright light, gorgeous, massive angel with these glorious, expansive wings. And when I had the realization that that is who I really am, I was so humbled by that. And so one of the tools that I use is, because I've had that experience, I suppose it helps, but I'm able to go into kind of a meditative state very quickly. I can close my eyes and connect in, tune in, and I can see my highest self. So if you could even just visualize in your mind's eye what the greatest, best, most amazing version of yourself would look like, and then simply like see how they act, see what kind of energy they project. Do they stand tall? How is he or she dressed? And then, and it doesn't even have, like, once you do this, you'll get the hang of it, and you just kind of go, breathe it in and step into that version of yourself, because you are that. And it's just a matter of aligning your personality with all that you really are. And so when you do step 1 and step 2, I think it lends itself to step 3 pretty easily. Again, if you have some questions about this, or I didn't really cover this in depth enough, then again, drop me drop me a message down below. And if you found some value in this video, or you just kind of like watching my puppy dogs, then subscribe, and I will continue to bring you valuable information and content. And we'll just keep this going onwards and upwards, and love and light, baby. Hope you have an amazing day. Good to see you. Look forward to seeing you again.